go again. We're inside the workshop at Frontline Developments here in Oxfordshire. Standing next to me is Ed Bracklick from Frontline, here to discuss and tell us all about the new body shell and what makes the new LE50 so special. Over to you, Ed.
Well, we spent the last 9 months developing the new shell. There's a large amount of differences that you would call a great improvement over the original. The shell is a brand new shell produced by British Motor Heritage. The shells are then come into our workshops and are fully seam welded. This increases the strength, rigidity, reduces any rust traps that might commonly be found. We remove all of the joining companion marks, which are on the top of the wings that join from the bulkheads to the inner panels. Those traditionally, again, are rust spots. We do a lot of additional work in terms of straightening. The particular shell for our first press car for this year, we put 148 hours into shaping just to get the absolute perfect modern car panel gaps, panel fits. We're working with tooling that's now over 50 years old and is still fantastic, but after, as you'd imagine, after 50 years does take a little bit of punishment. So we're putting the effort in by hand to make sure that the vehicle that you see at the end of the production is as perfect as it can be.
Now, you said very, very briefly there, Ed, that you've done sort of de-seamed. I mean, that anyone who knows an MGB GT will understand that the front wings have these particular little strips along the top, which effectively finish the join between the wing itself and the scuttle panel.
That's right.
If we have a look, perhaps you can show us, because I mean the quality is quite wonderful.
So a standard car, as a wing, you have the scuttle and the wing, and it would join here with a filleting gusset. That is a common part, but as the steels move over the years, the paint contracts and expands and it cracks. Water ingress, and you find every single MGB in the world has rust marks all the way down there, which then protrudes out and ends up causing the owner to have a restoration.
Absolutely, and I can say, I'm not sure I can show with this camera, but the quality underneath, the workmanship, is as good underneath as it is on top. So I'm going to see if this will, I'm not sure if this will work or not, but let's give it a go. So probably a bit dark at that, but take my word for it, if you was to put your hand in under there, it really is that good.
Well, we take a lot of time to do it. We valley all of the joints, we then seam weld, we then give ourselves another minor valley in there, and then the whole car is lead loaded, so there's not a single bit of filler in any of it. It's all lead, which is then flatted down prior to preparation, shaping and paint.